Ladies and gentlemen, this is take two with Megan, and hopefully now we will answer some questions for you. So my first question is for Megan. She agreed to be a host for the show with Max in wrestling Federation of Wrestling Channel. Can I ask you, why did you agree?
So I agreed to do this because, one, it's an amazing opportunity for me to really learn how to get into other people's worlds. So I get to meet people like yourself and all of the lovely people that I've gotten to interview today and speak to them and gain a new perspective and understand why they're doing what they're doing, what's driving them. And it's also an opportunity to see things in a different way and to just be curious. And if you're not curious, then you got to get curious, because you're only growing and living if you have curiosity inside of you.
We are at the Penn Station, which is in the middle of Manhattan. You are living in Long Island, so it took you probably 2 hours to get here. Why did you took time of your day? You have your real estate business, you have your restaurant business, you have things to do, and you choose to come here. Why is that a good marketing opportunity for you to promote your businesses? Is that something that might be financially eventually helpful for the others who will join this movement?
Yeah, so I see a huge opportunity inside of finances, first of all, because of the way that this channel is basically structured, is that everyone gets income from it because of the different channels that we're on, and it's never done before, which is really cool. I also see it as an opportunity to market myself because, like everyone else, I'm trying to create a big following and I'm trying to make a difference and send my message out there. So anything to help me do that, it's a platform for me to be able to say, hey guys, I'm here.
Why do you think wrestling been for so many years, centuries probably, and primarily it was mostly for the guys wrestle, and nowadays a lot of girls participate, and Max is focusing on female wrestling. Is that a sexual thing, like when the guys watch like a cat fight between two girls, or it's like a kind of Me Too movement, like the girls can do anything that the guys can do? Like, what do you think would be the core audience for this?
Well, I definitely think that if you're attracted to females, you're going to want to watch females wrestle for sure. But I think at the same token, there's also an opportunity for women to stand up and do something they've never had the opportunity to do before. Like, get out there and say, hey, like, this isn't just for guys, this is for women too. And we can have an opportunity to get into that arena and also be empowered too, because these ladies are training and they're learning to fight. So it's an opportunity.
Why do you think wrestling is important? Like, what's so exciting about wrestling? Why people watch wrestling? What do you think?
I would say people watch wrestling to get their adrenaline pumping, to feel alive, for me it almost seems like such a part of our culture. I mean, you even go back to the medieval times and they were watching people go at it. It just seems like it's a part of our society.
Do you think people want to have a fair fight or like a competition, or is that a like American way, or it's like a global way? Like, is there anything that in the wrestling that's in the core values of people?
I would say absolutely. I mean, in some regard, I know a lot of people forget this, but at the core of who we are all animals. We're still like a species of animals. And fighting, I mean, at least if you go out in the wild, you're going to see other animals doing that. We as humans are conditioned to be very straight-laced, no fighting. So when you have the opportunity to just see someone fighting, when you have the opportunity to see someone standing up for themselves, not only is it an art, because you have to train for it, you have to learn the skills, you have to learn how to make certain jabs or whatever it may be, but it's also, I think for some people it might just seem liberating to be able to push your body to those limits, to push yourself, and you can appreciate it too, because it takes something. It's not easy.
The two ladies that you interviewed a minute ago are gonna do this for the first time in their life. So my question to you, do you think what they gonna get out of this? like like nowadays it's not just wrestling, but it's mostly lots of video cameras, and by watching yourself wrestle, first of all you get to fight and try to win, and the second part is you can see yourself later. How do you portray and how do you see it from outside? It's like one thing is thinking like fighting, another thing is seeing yourself from different angles. Do you think that helps them to in their own journey to see how they viewed and perceived by others? Because people will people will write different notes. Is this girl pretty? Is she fights, or like does she has a stamina? Does she has like a chin to hold on? Do you think those comments, this social media kind of behind this, helps a person to build big skin? When you go out, let's say, become a doctor or a lawyer, and tough complaint comes your way, you know how to fight it. You know how to continue with your business.
Yeah, so I think really what's available for the women that I interviewed who are going to be going into this for the first time is that they get to have confidence. I think confidence is a big part of it. And it's also empowering for a lot of women too, because whereas they might have walked down a dark alleyway a few years ago and maybe they'd be super scared, now they might be able to go down that alleyway and say, hey, I'm not scared. I'm going to beat up anybody who gets in my way. And I think some of them might even feel like on top of the world. It's also an opportunity for them to really get on a platform that they've never been on either. I mean, you have no idea who's going to discover you here or who's going to be seeing this, and it's great.
Okay. Thank you so much. That's been quite a revelation, hopefully for me and for some other folks that watch. Thank you so much for your thoughts.